I'm Frost here for LaserRot with another, and everyone's favorite, haul update. This is a month of February is wrapping up. Had a lot of sweet finds, and this may be a longer episode because I got a lot of shit to go through. So without any more wasted time, take a sip of the beer. Pacific Rain by Ninkasi. Great beer. We'll do a review on it very soon. Can't wait for that. So first, found this on the coast. This is The Quest, a movie directed by and starring Jean-Claude Van Damme. So don't know much about it. Can't wait to pop this in tonight. This is a knockout for director Van Damme. So that's going to be a good one for sure. Classic Bond film, Roger Moore, the second best James Bond, in The Spy Who Loved Me. This is a 90 release. They re-released it, I think, again in like the late 90s. See that badass Lotus in there. Yeah, this is just more or less a bare bones release, 2 discs. Great film if you haven't seen it. Decent looking one on LaserDisc. So if you see it, pick it up. Now this one I watched the other day, and I was honestly impressed how boring it was. I know that this is the theatrical cut, and there's another version of it that exists that's supposed to get a little better, but I mean, I couldn't care less. It's stupid as hell. It's especially the scene where, and it's on the back too, so you know that director James Cameron rather, thought it was an important thing to put on the back. They're drowning in one of the submarines, and she decides to be the person that drowns, and is drugged to the main ship. And I didn't understand why that was the case. Didn't make any sense to me, because she could just either swim and then fucking drown a little later, and then have what's his fuck pull him, or yeah, it was just fucking stupid. This movie sucks. Transfer was okay, but honestly, the whole time I was just shaking my head. Yeah, fuck this movie. The sequel to one of the funniest films around, Airplane 2, the sequel. I've not seen the sequel. This is a very early Paramount release, so we'll see if it has digital audio. I don't want to say it does. I think this is one of the first ones, so it's just almost a DiscoVision disc. Pop that in very soon. Now I'm getting to a bunch of older films here. Normally I don't buy those, but I've been on a kick as of recently. So this is called the classic 60s, early 60s I think. Romeo and Juliet. Just the play on kind of a bare bones release, 2 discs, CLV, long, almost over 2 hours. Yolanda and the Thief. Don't know much about this. I'm sure there's plenty of singing and dancing since Fred Astaire's in it. Yeah, it's good to have those older films, because you never know when the moment will strike. The Black Stallion. I just bought it because it was a Coppola presentation, Zoetrope. The old lady said that it's a great movie. And what I thought was interesting is you look here on the front. Can I get that? Yeah, right there. So someone wrote CX encoding there, which is pretty bizarre that they would write that on it. So if anyone knows, let me know why. It's on the back as well. So it's not actually printed on there, but it has CX on it. Japanese film, never released in the United States, despite being a English movie, I think. The Trouble with Dick. I had to pick this up because it was just ridiculous, from the late 80s, I think. So there's 4 subtitles on it, but I will thoroughly enjoy it. I mean, I'm not sure what he's doing in the back. He's like hanging out with lizards. So, I mean, I'm sold. Sold. Another old one, The Cobwebs. Don't know much about this, or The Cobweb rather. Directed by Vincent Minnelli. So maybe some relation to Liza, or I don't know what I'm talking about. So it'll be a fun one to watch. These MGM United Artists releases are always really phenomenal pressings, so at least it'll be fun to look at. Another old one, Pioneer Special Edition. That's honestly the main reason I picked it up. Wuthering Heights, the book that everyone was forced to read in high school, at least here in the United States. Yeah, it'll be cool, I guess. I think I've seen this before years ago, so yeah. Smells old as fuck. Okay, my box is falling over now, so let's try to not have this happen again. Criterion Magic Flute. I don't know much about it. I've heard good things. A made-for-TV movie here with none other than Craig T. Nelson. Call to Glory. Looks like he is a pilot. And just looking at the back of that, I'm sold. Sold there. Look at that man. He's a little, I think that he's like a nutso Republican. So I guess that's good for him, bad for everyone else. The story of O, for mature audiences only. From what I can tell, it was pretty scandalous in its day, but by today's standards, it's pretty chill. So, don't know much about it. It's supposed to be like a erotic novel put on movie, so that's that. Another old one, double feature, one with a silent film. The Student Prince of Heidelberg and the Student Prince Deluxe Letterbox Edition. Gatefold. I mean, all these were $2, so I didn't really want to pass on most of them. So, oh, my back! Oh, I found this yesterday, actually, when I was looting around another space archive. So I now have 4 out of 6. I think this is the last one they did. They're CAV, done by Optical Data Corporation. These were mainly used in schools, I think. So, yeah. Good one to have. Another Criterion Sauna Show. Classic mid-50s Japanese cinema. Heard that the audio on this release is really good, so that'll be a pleasant thing to go to and enjoy, whatever that means. Spirit of Mickey. I mean, he doesn't want more cartoons in our life, so got that going for me. This is came out in '98. This release did, and I think that it's older, maybe 60s, maybe 50s Disney Mickey Mouse stuff, so can't be too bad. Another old one here with Sinatra and Dean Martin. Don't know much about this one either. Another directed by Vincent Minnelli. Some Came Running. Cool gatefold too. Another United Artists release. It'll be fun to watch that. Another Criterion set, or video rather. Summertime. Looks like has Katharine Hepburn in it. Always a great movie. Came out in '55. Yeah. Oh, I need a sippy whippy for sure. Brought to you by our sponsors. Actually, I wish that they would sponsor this. You hear me, Nikasi? I will drink your beer and talk about LaserDisc. Okay. Another country. It's English made-for-TV movie, I think. Came out in '84. Don't really know much about it. It looks like it's maybe set in wartime, so World War II. Not 30s, so a little before that. This one is looks amazing. It's Rodan, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. The original creature feature released from none other than Vestron Video, so you know it is top of the fucking line. Can't wait to see this. It's a Japanese like offshoot of Godzilla, that kind of movie, so it'll be thoroughly enjoyable. Okay, getting to the last of it here. This is starring Tom Cruise and whatever that chick's name is from whatever. Yeah, Tom Cruise in Losing It. This has got to be one of his first movies. He looks like a baby child in the back, so that'll be a good one. Embassy Home Entertainment. Where are they today? The Conformist. Don't know much about those either. So, 1970s film. English dubbed version, so not sure what the original language is, possibly Italian. Failsafe. I like the cover on it. This is another dubbed film. I thought it was something else when I grabbed it, but I was just trying to get out of there, so I didn't inspect it too far. Yeah, something about nuclear weapons, so, you know, we'll soon meet that fate. Yeah, I've been looking for this one for a while. Home Alone, classic film, childhood favorite, the best of the two. Hopefully I can find the second one in this Christmas, do a bit of a review on both of those. So this is not necessarily typical, but I like the case here. It's a LaserDisc branded case. It's dirty as hell, so I took it out, but I like the case. Second best, William Hurt is in it. Don't know anything about this. Something about kids and family and shit. Another optical data visual whatever. This is the Voyager Gallery. This was released in the mid 80s. I bet they pressed maybe 150, 200 of these maybe. Not a very popular movie. It's a not necessarily a movie, but informational video. It came with a floppy disk, but mine did not have the floppy disk, so I'm pretty disappointed about that. Not that I would be able to use it. It's one of the 5.5-inch ones. I haven't seen a functioning floppy disk drive in a very long time, so maybe I'll pop that in one day when I'm entertaining scientists. Grumpier Old Men, sequel to Grumpy Old Men, Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau. You know, early 90s hilarious jokes. Another old one, The Man I Love, and what's the other one? The Hard Way. Don't know much about it. Turner Classic Movies on the back. It's a channel that I'm not even sure exists anymore. So, deluxe double feature disc. There's something from the end of the 20th century, The Grifters, an HBO film with John Cusack and Angelica Houston, Annette Bening. Smashing thriller, the best film of the year. Whoa, can't believe it. Sweet Smell of Success, another older one. Now this I'm excited for. It's called Smash Palace. I think that it's from New Zealand, but it's one of the rare films that have 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. So, heard a lot of good things about it. Can't wait to watch this. Private Lessons, MCA VideoDisc Incorporated. It's a lighthearted novelty comedy about an adolescent boy's introduction to sex. So this would be certainly interesting. Music by Rod Stewart and Eric Clapton and Air Supply and others. So this is, top 10 film, gotta say. Gonna pop this in for sure. Quite soon. John Wayne film, Angel and the Bad Man. Western from the 50s. Late 40s. Even cooler. Iceman. Watched this the other day. We'll be doing a review on it very soon. Great movie. I was surprised how good it was. Das Boot, aka The Boat. This is one of the earlier releases of the classic. Would love to see the. I think there's a Criterion of it, but this will be good for the moment. And I got two more left here. Sealed copy of The Great Moment and Hail the Conquering Hero. I probably will never open that, but we'll see here. Not for any other reason other than I don't know much about that movie. The Fugitive, The Judgment. I think that it was a TV show pilot or something. I don't know. I couldn't find much on it. I found the LaserDisc database entry, and that was about it. And it didn't tell me much, so we'll see. And that is it for February. Thanks for sticking around. Oh, more to come. One day I won't be lazy, and I'll do videos again, other than these. Peace.